Hey, part 2 of our solar eclipse edition energy update for April 20th. Okay, so let's talk about how this may affect you personally. For those of you that have your proper birth time and know what your natal horoscope looks like already, you're going to want to look at your house positions from a whole sign perspective. And basically, that just means that, say, if your ascendant is in Taurus, that's your first house. That would make Gemini your second, Cancer your third, Leo your fourth, etc., etc. All right, so digging in, those that have this particular eclipse happening in their first and seventh house axis across the chart from each other, then you're going to feel this in a very personal way. It's going to potentially hit you in either, if it's in your first house, a very mental way, very much internally. Might feel like external circumstances are coming at you and it almost like just hitting you from out of nowhere, out of the blue. It could be positive things like a promotion at work, or it could be negative, like a very deep personal loss. It's just depends on your chart and your karma. What can I say? Or it might be hitting more in your partner's sector in the seventh house and affecting them in those same ways. If it's happening in your second and eighth house axis, that's going to be more about money and finances. So if it's going to be in your second house, it'll be all about your own personal money, what's in your bank account, and potentially your self-esteem. If it's in your eighth house, then it's going to be more about your partner's finances, shared resources, taxes, inheritance, stuff like that. If it's in your third and ninth house axis, then it's going to be more about communication, education, be it higher learning, be it local schools, travel, all those things. If it's in your fourth and 10th house axis, then that's going to be really about career and home balance, that like home life versus getting out there and just charging away at whatever it is that you are doing for work. Fourth and 10th can also represent your parents, so there could be something going on with them. Okay, for the 5th and 11th house axis, we're looking at more like creativity and sports and fun and things that we take joy in, sex, all of those sorts of things. And the 11th house is really about friends and community and your salary, things of that nature. So it can hit in those quadrants depending on where it is. And finally, in your 6th and 12th house, it's going to be more about health, your daily routines, your small pets in the 6th house. And then over in the 12th house, it's going to be more about your mental health, your hopes and dreams, the things that matter to you. And if you have large animals like horses, cattle, things of that nature, it could have an effect on them as well. Now, please keep in mind, these are all very basic and I had to do this quickly. So there's more things that we could take into account. But that should give you some ideas and a little bit of a gist of how it might play out for you. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.